Go for it. It's good. It's good.
There you go. It's awareness right there. See?
Don't even stop. Just keep going. That's it.
Stop.
Yeah.
There you go. You threw me like that.
Flip. Reverse the roll. Reverse the roll. Reverse the roll.
Now you go. It's like, where's the ball over here? There's glass in there.
And the floor is wet, so be careful. You might slip.
I'm glad you. Oh,
It's
that's a good
nice.
one.
Nice.
Don't resist. See, when you resist them, just expand. Right there.
So even when he's like trying to, what do you call it, brute force you,
Yeah.
right? You just go expand your central axis.
Sink and expand.
That's essentially what rooting is.
Yeah. See, even the second about to, right there. Oh, sorry.
The only thing is it'll come with more practice. We get more better at it, right? So right now you might have to think a little bit about it,
Yeah.
but with time it'll come. You'll just do it.
Yeah, it will automatically be there.
And widen your stance a little bit. Yeah.
Or you can use the roll back too. Instead of bouncing it, you can roll back. There.
So all the things that we were working on last week, like separate and diffuse, swallow and spit.
Bottom line.
So actually, interestingly enough, the point exercise that we were doing, that's also swallow and spit, because you're taking it in, you're reversing it and sending it back out. Yeah, it's very like you bring it the size down to like a microscopic size, you know. Fabi, I want you to talk a little bit about that raised hand stance. Remember the sameness of like where all it's there. That
Raise hand.
yeah.
So what were we talking about?
Remember the one you're showing how it's the same in Shingi, in Bagua.
Oh. Well, the
Talk a
raise
little bit about that.
Raise hands is universal, right? Because it's a normal reaction. When you strike or you try to grab, you do this. Right? So that's great. Bagua where they have the palm chain where this, see? In Tai Chi one we have this, right? Where you can also have changing hands. So from here outside, then you can have the inside. Or the inside. You can go outside, which is in the Filipino martial arts. So it's a very universal thing where this, right? Or it's a universal thing. So that's why in Tai Chi, even up and down is raised hand. Right? So that raised hand, when I was there, I can borrow the energy from you. You can turn. Right? That's very Bagua. You see a lot of Bagua when they strike. Right? Yeah, strike with the palm. And thing. So it's just a reference point. I think that's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just a reference point because this, it doesn't matter if it's this or the other arm. So if you strike, if I happen to be here, okay, this is the stance. And so in our Tai Chi, you suspend the crown. See? A lot of things that you can do from here. You can borrow, you can strike, you can use it as a block or deflection. So that's basically the operation from here. It's a very universal. The Bagua has that, right? When they have the sword technique where Aikido? The Aikido. Same. So when you strike, give me like a straight punch. Right? So they go from here. Filipino martial arts, right? So when they have the hubad, wing chun, same. Block. Yeah, it's the same thing. So this is a raised hand is a very universal thing. Now there's the down. So I'm not a Bagua guy, but I believe they have the teacup, and then they have the thing in the ground. So that's why when they have a strike here, and you have this strike.
So even in karate, right, you have the lower block.
Oh, the karate, right? But you're a karate guy, so you, right? You strike, right? Filipino martial arts, we use right? So when it's high, strike. From here, then strike. So basically it's just all it is. You have the high guard and you have this. So now you prepared for this because if I block high, I'm wide open right here. A lot of the Bagua guys I know they don't stay here. So when they punch, they have this low guard.
And it's similar concept in Aikido too. Is like you have this concept of entering and turning or blending.
Yeah.
So entering is when you enter the other person's space, and blending is when the force is coming, you turn, right?
Yeah. Show me the camera. Hold the front. This is the entering.
So if you come to me, this is the entering, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, like if you grab my arm, this is the turning.
Yeah.
Right. So they say, like, okay, so one of the things that when I learned was like if you grab somebody and pull me, I enter. Okay. Or if you grab, I can then.
They all came from the sword, right? A lot of the techniques
yeah.
came from a very follow.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done Aikido.
Oh.
So,
'Cause
but
even
it's
the-
all the same.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much. So, what we
But
call
it's
stance-
the pendulum, right? You got us the spinning, not
Yeah,
pendulum.
of the central axis.
Yeah,
right?
it's, yeah.
So,
Basically, was it the stronger the attack, the more you will have a stronger return.
We can club our like.
yeah. So it's a universal thing because I know people talk about style all the time. Right?
Well,
Style is just,
But the thing is, like when you have a little bit of like that Tai Chi thing built, then you don't have to do like a gross physical movement anymore. You can just do this.
right. It's all hidden.
yeah. Well, because Tai Chi is using the energy.
Right. You don't want to show the external, like,
Yeah.
of course, you know, that whatever that style you're into.
And that's to learn it in a stylized manner,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So, like, if we here, when you grab up and down, it's,
Well, because it's energy, it's different. If it was physical, then
yeah,
It
you
would
don't
be-
want to really show,
yeah.
but it becomes so stylistic. That,
Well, a lot of the styles come from weapons, so that's why it's like their forms are very wide or weird.
when you have the, what do you call that? What we call the hand attack.
And the yeah.
Right.
Hand attachment.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm already noticing my. What about the basic power versus
Same thing.
So, like one of the things that we do in Tai Chi is like the Hung Ha practice, right? In Hung, you're basically, when you do the Hung, you vibrate your spine. And then when you do the Ha, Ha is outward. So the Hung power comes from the spine, the Ha power comes from the Dantian. Right?
or you go just. Oh. Here's my $2.
You okay?
Oh man,
You okay?
he lost balance.
Are you okay?
Yeah. No, they're being hurled in the space.
Oh man.
Okay. Or emptying, right?
Yeah.
Or when you send me down, right?
You are very good at that, man.
I'll do that. No, you thought you could do it, right?
No, do it to me. Yeah. What do we call it in Wing Chun?
We turned it in
Jut Sao, right?
just put no one we have the.
The Jut Sao.
But you did it like that, but you don't go down.
Oh man, that's violent. Let me try.
Violent.
Or even this one, right? So if you just give force, right? So
Yeah.
you can do.
Oh yeah. That's what's called the jut.
Yeah. And you're just using.
Because in Jeet Kune Do, when they do the jut, right? When you do the jut, they follow with a strike. But
But we don't need to do that.
no, but that's a strike to me too.
Yeah, but if you do this, or like what was his name? Wang Shujin.
Wang Shu-jin.
Wang Shujin would do this.
That's good, man.
Oh man.